Chosen one, you did not arrive here by accident. Nothing is random when the light within you has guided you to this exact moment, a pivotal moment where you stand at the threshold of the deepest transformation of your life. What I am about to share is not for the many. It is only for those souls who have endured enough trials, have weathered enough breaking, and yet have continued to stand firm, because you are about to become the strongest version of yourself. Before we enter this sacred revelation, stop for a moment and do three things. First, hit the like button to strengthen the stream of positive energy being transmitted here. Second, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any awakening messages specifically aligned to your journey. Third, leave the number 777 in the comments. That number is a signal to the universe that you are ready to unleash your true potential. If you truly are a chosen one, stay until the very end. Because at the end of this message, you will receive a calling that will change your life forever. Now, take a deep breath. Prepare yourself. You may have felt small, weak, lost in the chaos of this world. You may have doubted yourself, wondering if you had the strength to survive the storms. But you didn't know. Through all of it, you were being trained. Every time you stumbled, every time you cried in silence, every time you collapsed alone. It wasn't failure. It was the forging, like a sword being tempered in red-hot fire. And now the sword is ready to be revealed. The strongest version of you, the version no longer limited by fear, no longer imprisoned by the past, is awakening. You will start to feel a surge of energy rising from within, a confidence that needs no external validation, an inner strength beyond words, an unwavering resilience through every trial. Not because the world has changed, but because you have changed. Chosen one, you are evolving, not just physically, but spiritually. Every wound, every failure, every heartbreak you have endured has been the groundwork for you to build a version of yourself the world has never seen before. You will no longer need anyone to validate you. You will no longer need anyone to lead you. You will no longer wait for permission from anyone. You will become the very source of strength you once sought outside. And when that happens, the universe will start to rearrange itself around you. People who no longer match your frequency will naturally drift away. New opportunities aligned with your new vibration will find you. Doors once tightly shut will swing open without force, because the universe always mirrors your vibration. When you step into the frequency of true inner power, the outer world cannot help but respond. Chosen one, real strength is not born from muscle. It is born from a soul that has survived the fire and still chooses to shine. Now, you are no longer a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of destiny. You no longer ask for permission to live. You declare your existence through the light and power that have now been awakened within you. You will walk without fear of loss. You will love without the need to possess. You will give without demanding anything in return, because you know who you are. Chosen one, this is not a fleeting change. This is the final transfiguration, where you completely shed the old self and live fully in the magnificence that God breathed into you from the very beginning. In the next part, you will be guided even deeper into how to fully activate your latent power and why your rising will ignite the awakening of thousands of other souls who are waiting for your light. Get ready, because the moment you choose to rise, the entire universe will rise with you. Chosen one, real strength does not come from the moments when you are praised or admired. It comes from the moments when you stood alone in darkness, when no one saw you, when no one validated you, and yet you refused to fall. Through every crack, through every scar you carry in your heart and soul, the light was silently seeping through. And it was in those unseen moments that God marked you as His own. You were not chosen to live an easy life. You were chosen to build strength in silence. You were chosen to mature in solitude. You were chosen to rise where others gave up. And now, everything you have endured, the betrayals, the misunderstandings, the heartbreaks, they were not in vain. They were the foundation, the forge, the preparation for you to step into the strongest version of yourself. If lately you feel your heart breaking open, if your body feels heavy but your spirit is strangely awake, it is because you are being awakened from your old shell. This is the moment of shedding, one final time, so that you may forever leave behind the outdated image of yourself. You will no longer see yourself as someone who failed. You will begin to see yourself as a warrior of light, officially sent by the universe. Chosen one, feel this truth. The old pains rising up are not there to kill you. They are leaving you. The memories resurfacing are not there to punish you. They are there to be purified. The loneliness you are experiencing is not abandonment. It is the sacred empty space where the light needs room to flood in. And when you dare to stay present with yourself in that pain, you are passing the final test, not through force, but through soft, unwavering courage. Chosen one, do not run from your breaking, because inside every fragment, your true light is waiting to be released. Let yourself collapse if needed. Let yourself cry if needed. Let your heart shatter if that's the price to expand it wide enough to hold divine will. You are not losing yourself. You are losing the versions of yourself that could no longer contain your destiny. You are not falling into ruin. You are falling into your own arms, your truest, most powerful self. And from that place of rawness, you will begin to see. You no longer need validation to exist. You no longer need guarantees to trust. You no longer need perfection to move forward. You only need the courage to keep walking through the darkness until the light inside you shines brighter than the darkness outside. And that, chosen one, is the true beginning of your most powerful self. Chosen one, from this moment forward, understand. You no longer seek strength outside yourself. You receive strength from within. You no longer need anyone else to grant you power. You crown yourself with the light you were born with. And when you do, the universe will stop and bow before you. New doors will open. New resources will flow. New soul connections will find you. Not because you deserve it according to worldly standards, but because you have become a living magnet, vibrating in alignment with divine will. Chosen one, this is the time to release all the identities you once clung to. Your titles, your reputation, your successes, your failures. They are just old clothes. You are rising now, not dragging the past with you, not carrying the weight of old expectations, but standing naked and radiant like the original light you have always been. And it is from that state that you become the strongest version of yourself, not through striving, but through liberation. In the next part, you will be guided deeper into the truth that real strength is not about conquering the world, it is about mastering yourself. And from there, the whole world will kneel before the light you carry. Stay with me, because what comes next will change not just how you walk, but how you exist. Chosen one, by now your soul knows, true strength does not come from the outside, it rises from within. But most of what the world has taught you says otherwise, that you must prove yourself, fight for your worth, struggle to be seen. The truth is, the strongest version of yourself does not fight for recognition. The strongest version of yourself simply exists. In that existence, you don't have to speak loudly, your presence shifts the atmosphere. You don't have to defend yourself, your inner light becomes your protection. You don't have to compete, you understand that what is meant for you cannot be taken away. Chosen one of the clearest signs that you are nearing your strongest self is this. You no longer react to what once hurt you. You see judgment and you smile. You hear criticism and you remain at peace. You experience rejection and you keep walking with your faith intact. Not because you have become numb, but because you have become anchored in your true light. That light does not come from ego. It does not come from achievements. It does not come from approval or applause. It comes from the realization that you were created from love and you never needed to earn it. Chosen one, at a deeper level of your rising, you will notice. You explain yourself less. You seek to convince others less. You stop trying to do more to feel valuable. Instead, you focus on silent victories, being kind even when no one is watching, being patient with yourself on your hardest days, continuing to move forward without needing recognition. Because you now understand, everything you do from a pure heart is seen by the universe, even if the world does not see it. And that, chosen one, is the mark of an unshakable soul. You no longer push against the current. You become the current. You no longer make noise to be heard. You become the silent vibration that transforms everything. In this state, you will realize a profound truth. No one can steal your power. No circumstance can make you forget your light. No failure can end your journey. Because the strength you are activating comes not from this world, but from the source itself. You have always been connected to that divine current. And as you walk from that place of knowing, everything you touch will begin to transform. You will speak a word, and it will heal. You will meet a gaze, and it will ignite hope. You will simply exist in a space, and the atmosphere will naturally rise in vibration. Not because you try, not because you force it, simply because you have become aligned with your true frequency. Chosen one, remember this: the strongest version of yourself is not the one who wins every worldly battle. It is the one who never loses their inner light, even in the darkest night. That is the true crown. That is the true ascension of the soul. And when you hold your light steady through every storm, you do more than save yourself. You become a lighthouse for others, those who are lost, those who are weary, those who need proof that real light still exists. And you, chosen one, you are that living proof. In the next part, you will be guided deeper into the mystery. True power is not about controlling the world. It is about mastering the energy within you. And when you master yourself, the world must realign to match your new vibration. Stay close, because what's coming will not just change how you walk, it will change your entire way of being. Chosen one, as you step deeper into mastery of your inner energy, a quiet and profound transformation begins. Not loud, not dramatic, but so powerful that even the universe pauses to witness it. You no longer live in reaction. You live in conscious choice. Every thought, every word, every action becomes a seed planted to create a new reality. And here is what you must understand. The strongest version of yourself is not the one who withstands the storm. It is the one who creates the sky after the storm has passed. You will start to notice your true power in the simplest moments, when you choose peace over anger, when you choose release over attachment, when you choose love without conditions, when you choose authenticity over pleasing others. Chosen one, that is not weakness. That is supreme strength, the strength of a free soul. The world has taught you that strength means fighting. But the truth is, true strength is having nothing left to fight for. Because you know, no one can take away what God has placed inside you. No circumstance can dim the light burning in your heart. No earthly power can silence a soul aligned with divine will. Chosen one, at deeper levels of your transformation, you will feel less drawn to worldly competition, less concerned with proving yourself, less tempted to chase external validation. Instead, you will be rooted in silent mastery, standing firm in your integrity even when it costs you, loving yourself through every imperfection, holding on to your truth even when no one claps for you. Because now you know, what you do in the unseen is seen by heaven, and it is rewarded in ways the world cannot understand. You no longer rush, you no longer fear being left behind, you no longer measure yourself by timelines set by others, because light is never late, and a true soul does not run races that were never theirs to begin with. Chosen one, your journey is your own, unique, sacred, untouchable, and every small decision you make each day, to love rather than fear, to believe rather than doubt, to forgive rather than resent, is carving the path that leads you straight into your destiny. The strongest version of you will not be found in external trophies. It will be seen in your energy, your vibration, your presence. When you choose stillness over conflict, when you step back rather than retaliate, when you remain silent rather than engage in meaningless battles, that is the true strength. Mastery over your own inner world. And no external force can ever defeat a soul who commands their own energy. Chosen one, remember this. You were not born to fight meaningless battles. You were born to be a living beam of light amid the chaos. And light never shouts to announce its presence. Light simply shines and darkness naturally fades. In the next part, you will be led into the ultimate revelation. The strongest version of yourself is not a final destination. It is a living state, where you no longer seek outwardly but become the endless spring within. Prepare yourself, because the next step will not just shift how you move through life, It will confirm once and for all, you are light. You are strength. You are the chosen one. Chosen one, at this point, you have begun to feel the strength within you growing more and more solid. But as your light expands, so too will new tests appear, not to block you, but to temper your light into something unbreakable. The truth is, as you approach the strongest version of yourself, the universe will send you greater challenges. Not to punish you, but to confirm, have you truly become the strength you are called to embody? You will encounter moments where those you trusted turn away from you. Dreams you've nurtured seem to falter. Old doubts and insecurities rise up louder than ever before. And in those moments, you will face two choices. 1. Collapse back into the old self, blaming, complaining, shrinking. 2. Rise in silent power, remaining calm, faithful, and moving forward. Chosen one, hear this deeply. The strongest version of you does not need favorable circumstances to shine. The strongest version of you shines when there is no reason to, except the light within. You will learn to trust your path even when plans fall apart. Keep your heart open even when faced with betrayal. Continue loving and giving even when it seems like nothing is returned. Because true power is not measured by victories, but by your unwavering loyalty to your inner light, regardless of the outside chaos. Chosen one, if right now you are going through dark days, if you feel like everything is against you, if you are doubting whether you can continue, understand this. You are closer to your breakthrough than you realize. You are standing right at the threshold of your greatest rising. Not when things are easy, but when you choose to take one more step in the darkness. The universe does not care how many times you fall. It only watches to see, do you stand back up in the light? Chosen one, reflect on everything you have already overcome. The nights you cried alone and still rose the next morning. The failures you endured without hardening your heart. The times you had nothing left but faith, and you chose faith anyway. None of that weakened you. It built you into something the world cannot destroy. And now, you are standing so close to the gate, one more breath, one more step, and you will walk into the version of yourself that you were always meant to become. A soul no longer ruled by fear, a heart no longer confined by expectations, a spirit living, breathing, and moving as a living testament to freedom. No one can crown you, no one can choose this moment for you. Only you can step into the strongest version of yourself. And the miracle is, you don't have to be perfect to do it. You only need to choose love when anger is easier. Choose trust when doubt screams louder. Choose persistence when quitting feels tempting. Every time you choose the light, even silently, even shakily, you are taking another step into your ultimate destiny. Chosen one, remember this. The strongest version of yourself is not the one who wins the applause of the world. It is the one who never loses themselves, even when walking alone. And you will not truly be alone. Because those who walk in true light will always find their soul tribe at the right time, in the right way. In the next part, you will be led into the final truth. True strength is not about what you achieve. True strength is about who you become during the journey. Prepare yourself, because the next revelation will release the full divine power within you and open a reality you have never dared to imagine. Chosen one, by now, you are no longer a soul wandering in search of strength. You have become the source of strength. No more proving, no more convincing, no more waiting for permission. Your very presence speaks louder than any words. But there is a profound truth you must hold tightly now. Your ultimate strength is not about what you can accomplish. It is about who you are becoming in every moment. You could build empires, win countless accolades, but if you lose your inner light, if you allow ego to rule your spirit, if you trade your purity for external approval, then that is not true strength. It is an empty shell. Chosen one, the strongest version of yourself is not measured by external success. It is built from within. In the way you keep promises to yourself when no one is watching. In the way you choose integrity when deception would be easier. In the way you continue loving a world that has wounded you. True strength is shaped in the silent choices no one else sees. And the miracle is, when you focus on becoming who you were destined to be, everything else comes to you effortlessly. You won't need to chase opportunities. Opportunities will find you. You won't need to strive for success. Success will walk alongside you. You won't need to scramble for positions. Your place will have already been reserved by divine will. Because the universe does not reward frantic effort. The universe empowers those who embody their true light. Chosen one, now you must remember, you don't need to rush, you don't need to worry about timing, you don't need to fear falling behind. Light is never late, and a true soul never runs races it was never meant to run. Your journey is sacred, unique, inevitable, blessed. Every small decision you make, to love rather than fear, to trust rather than doubt, to forgive rather than cling, is weaving a destiny far greater than anything you can yet see. The strongest version of you is not a loud conqueror, it is the quiet, steady flame. Choosing stillness over chaos, choosing silence over unnecessary battles, choosing to vibrate higher rather than sink into reaction. Because the greatest victory is mastery over your own energy. And no force in the world can defeat a soul who commands their own spirit. Chosen one, remember, you were not born to fight senseless wars. You were born to stand as a living beam of light amidst the chaos. And light never needs to scream to announce its presence. It simply shines, and darkness naturally retreats. In the next part, you will be open to the final revelation. The strongest version of you is not a goal to chase. It is a state of being, where you no longer seek power outside, but draw endlessly from the sacred spring within. Get ready, because the next step will not just change how you live, it will affirm for eternity. You are the light, you are the strength, you are the chosen one. Chosen one, this is the final moment, the convergence of every training, every wound, every lonely road you have walked, now culminating into one ultimate truth. You have become the strongest version of yourself. Not because you achieved every worldly dream, not because you earned every accolade, but because you found yourself beneath it all. You walked through nights so dark no one else could see them, losses so deep no one else could understand them, battles so fierce that only you knew how close you came to giving up. And instead of letting them define you, you used them as the soil where your unshakable spirit grew. Now, you no longer live for the approval of others. You no longer measure your worth by their applause. You no longer ask the world, am I enough? You know who you are. And that knowledge, pure, quiet, undeniable, is the crown that no hand can take from you. Chosen one, you have become. A soul who can stand alone and not feel lonely. A heart that can love without clinging. A light that can shine without needing to be praised. You now understand. The greatest victory is not winning over others, it is conquering yourself. Conquering doubt with trust, conquering fear with presence, conquering rage with compassion, conquering weakness with steadfast love. And now with every step you take, every breath you draw, every word you speak, you walk as a soul that has truly come home. No more scrambling, no more striving, no more searching. Only a steady, radiant being. Only a luminous, anchored heart. Chosen one, you are no longer chasing destiny. You are destiny. You are no longer looking for a purpose. You are the living purpose itself. You are no longer asking, what must I do to be worthy? Because you have been worthy from the beginning, and now you remember it. Chosen one, your next journey is not about struggling anymore. It is about living fully aligned with your light. From this point on, you don't have to rush. You don't have to force. You don't have to bargain with the world. You simply need to be. Live, breathe, and let your inner light effortlessly reshape everything around you. You will witness doors opening without your knocking, allies finding you without your calling, dreams manifesting without your chasing. Not because you are striving harder, but because the universe is compelled to rearrange itself around your vibration. Chosen one, you have completed your sacred transformation. You no longer need to find magic. You are the magic. You no longer wait to be saved. You have already saved yourself. You no longer fear the storms. You are the calm at the center of every storm, unmovable, untouchable, eternal. From this moment onward, every day you live will be a silent declaration. I am light. I am strength. I am the chosen one. And through your very existence, you will not only change your own life, you will quietly, powerfully change the world. Not by preaching, not by forcing, but simply by being the undeniable presence of true eternal light. Welcome, Chosen One. Your greatest journey has only just begun.